to the Pursuit of Healthiness Podcast. I'm your host, Winanda van Delft. I'm a health and mindset coach, spaghetti and ice cream lover, travel junk, and a cat mom. I love conversations that are on a more raw and deeper level. And today's guest is Betty Dang. She helps overwhelmed women to be more productive instead of busy. She teaches women to lean into their intuition to make more powerful decisions. And that's what we are going to talk about today. So, hello and welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you today?
I am perfectly, thank you. So, tell us a bit about yourself, what you're doing, where you come from, where you are now.
So, thank you for having me on your show, and I really appreciate it. My name is Betty Dang. I'm an executive coach who specializes in personal and professional relationships. I help overwhelmed women become more productive with their time and also to prevent them from burnout. My coaching is a little unique in the sense that I also integrate holistic wellness as well.
Okay, I love that.
So I also recommend, yeah, so I recommend certain essential oils that help uplift your moods so that you can be more productive, and also your nutrition. A lot of times when you burn out or when you're overwhelmed and you're the only one putting out the fires, you forget to take care of yourself and you don't have the right nutrition. So I have
Yeah.
certain nutrition recommendations to take care of your body from the inside out. We have to understand we only have one body and to cherish
Mhm.
it, take care of it. I burnt out at a young age. I was an accountant before, and I worked in the insurance, a really high paced industry, and I was good at my job, but I was taking on a lot more than um, I could handle at one point, and I burnt out because it was just too much.
Yeah. And
So you can
how,
overwhelm yourself. And
yeah, I wanted to ask you, how did you
sorry,
overcame
go
that?
ahead. I took time off. I did a retirement. I did a mini retirement, and I moved out from Connecticut to Colorado, and I enjoyed the mountains. I'm a snowboarder.
Oh,
So I think
wow.
snowboarding really helped me shift my life back into perspective that there was more to life than just work all the time. I
Yeah.
had been obsessed with work and um, what you call workaholic. And so my clients are workaholics. They want everything, they're perfectionists, and they need to learn how to relax, basically. Um, and
Yeah,
I moved
especially in
out,
this time.
yeah, I moved out to Colorado, and people out there, the lifestyle is much more relaxed. So I learned how to take care of myself more. I had wasn't feeling well at the time. I had a lot of illness. I had a rash. It was basically blood poisoning because I
Yeah.
had so many toxins in my system. Where did these toxins come from? Well, accountants like to drink, so I had a lot of alcohol,
Okay,
a
so
lot of
you
wine.
unhealthy lifestyle.
I had an unhealthy lifestyle when I was working as an accountant. You make good money and you start to live in the fast lane lifestyle, especially since I was 40 minutes from New York City. I was always in New York City, nice places, drinking nice wines, and just having a really good time. But that actually has wreaks havoc on your health. It starts to destroy your gut, and you start to have other symptoms
Yeah.
in your health, especially inflammation. A lot of people don't realize they have inflammation. They're not fat inflammation. Your body's trying to be detoxed. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, your body does the best it can. Your body's always trying to protect you and make you as healthy as possible. But if you don't support your body to do that, that's when the inflammation comes in. That's when all the other, uh, even headaches, feeling fatigued, lack of energy, it all has to do with your nutrition, with the things that you eat, the thoughts that you have. Your mindset is
Yes.
really important in that as well. And at some point your body just cannot do it on its own anymore, and it keeps on fighting and fighting and fighting, and we need to take care of our bodies so they
Yes.
can take care of us.
Right. We have to take care of bodies. Fat is because fat holds the toxins in your body. That's why you have all that information.
Yeah.
I started eating well and I started cutting out sugar. When I broke up with sugar, it was the best thing I did for myself.
Yeah.
Um, I learned just, yeah, because sugar actually slows you down a lot. I did 30 days straight with no sugar on this whole 30 program. And I rode a bicycle for 20 miles
Wow.
from just from eating well and just being fit.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to the gym at the time or anything like that. My friend brought my bicycle over to Colorado. I was like, oh, let's go for a bike ride. I had no idea that it was going to turn into a 20 miles um, bike ride, but it did, and I was able to keep up with it. Especially in Denver, it's higher altitude. It's harder to breathe.
Okay.
So it's amazing what food. Huh?
I said that's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing what food can do for you, and I want people to experience that because it helps them shift their subconscious as well. Like it's a holistic point of view, like taking care of everything together.
Yeah, exactly. So what can you advise the listeners, the woman or man who are listening right now, who are feeling overwhelmed by their job and are a workaholic and are always on the go? What is a tip that you can give them?
The main reason why you're overwhelmed is because you're not delegating your tasks. You're not relying on other people. And as scary as it is to trust someone else, you need to learn how to trust other people and see what you can delegate. Write down a list of things that you have to do and see who can help you and ask them to help you. Because most likely the reason why you're overwhelmed is because you're always out other people's fires. Because if you think about it, I, I I changed my phone number because I was tired of other people's fires.
Yeah, you have to think about yourself first.
So you gotta learn how to say no and learn to say no to things that take away your time from what really matters to you and prioritize, especially during this time of the holidays. It's the time for family and friends. Maybe it's time to go through that friends list and see who really you want to stay friends with because there are some people that are draining you of energy. And part of taking care of yourself is drawing those boundaries that you need so that you don't have, you can keep your own energy to yourself. There are energy and vampires out there. So those
Yeah.
are a few things that you can look at in your life. But I know that one of the biggest things is that trust is developing that ability to trust other people.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, well, what I also like to do is make a not to do list. So you have a to do list, things you need to do, but there
yes,
are also things that you should not do or are not as important to do right now. Because I've been
yes,
overwhelmed myself as well. And just with the small things, like I needed to do my job, but I also needed to clean the house and I needed to do the laundry and I needed to do the dishes and I needed, all those things that I needed to do. And then I
right.
was like, no, I mean, the laundry can wait, the dishes can wait as well. You need to also make a list what not to do. And for some people, if you can afford it, like hire a cleaner for the house. That's done.
Mhm.
You don't need to do that anymore.
Right. Start charging your worth so that you can pay people to
Yeah.
do those little tasks for you.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's a difference in mindset. When you see those numbers come out and how much it costs you to hire other people, you should think about how to increase your income instead of saying, I can't afford it. Think about how you can put more abundance into your circle.
Yeah, exactly. Or just look at the budget you have
Like, I'm
right
very
now.
realistic that I need that in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, but I wanted to go back to the budgeting because I think that's something a lot of people lack the knowledge on how to do that. Now because of COVID, well, my partner and I always have been good with money, but now because of COVID, we are forced to be creative, to get money and to be really mindful about our spendings. And you can save a lot more than you think. A lot of people are saying like, oh, I don't have the money, but then I'm like, okay, but how much do you spend on groceries? Is there something you can eliminate from that, or buy cheaper, or do it something different, buy when things are on an offer or something like that? I mean, that can save you a lot, and that money you can spend on, like I said, hire a cleaner, so you don't have to do that anymore, and then you have time for other things to do to create more money.
Yes. There's living like a minimalist. A lot. If you read articles of how to become millionaires, you are going to see that they live their life very simple, minimalist. So they tend to wear the same clothes over and over again because it's one less decision they have to make, giving them more time to make money.
Yeah.
It's funny to think of that, but it's true. And when I started minimalizing my closet, it really saved me a lot of time because I didn't have to do laundry for 5 hours because I didn't have that much clothes. Because I
Oh.
used to have I worked as an accountant in a very nice office, so I had a lot of dress clothes, and I would go 2 months without doing my laundry.
Wow.
And then I would pile it all up and do it. And it was because I was busy putting out other people's fires. I didn't
Yeah.
have time to do my own stuff. And when I started hiring my friend's mom to do the laundry for me, it was the best thing to have someone do your laundry for you. I never thought that I would be that woman to have someone else do your laundry, but there's no shame in it at all. If you need
No, of
help,
course
you
not.
should hire help. Like
Yeah.
having someone like come in and help you clean your house and stuff is one less thing you have to worry about. It's just one less thing that it brings you joy because you come into a clean house.
Yeah.
You are more, as you just have more appetite and everything, and it doesn't cost that much
No, 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 absolutely not. And I think
because think about it. Instead of having a headache
you have.
walking into your house, you have more time to make more
Yeah.
money
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
something you love.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's also a thing about prioritizing your money. Um, because I see a lot of people that are going out for dinner or are spending $200 for a night out of dinner. And then I'm like, but you could have spent that $200 on something else, or you could have saved it and then invested in something else. It's also
Yes.
the idea that you don't have enough money, but if you really look at your money, like where is it going, you definitely do have enough money to start your own business, or to level up your business, or to do something fun, go on a holiday with your friends and family, because I believe memories are as important, as we are really important as well.
Right.
What do you think about that?
You should definitely take a trip.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you're stressed or overwhelmed, taking a trip is the best thing you could do for yourself because You first of all you remove yourself from the situation immediately, and not everything's not gonna fall apart without.
No.
Everything will pick up its pace. I've gone on many holidays because I was overwhelmed. I tend to go to Greece whenever I'm overwhelmed.
Oh, nice.
So
Well,
I've
not
been to
nice that you were overwhelmed, but I don't mean it like that.
I've been to Greece 3 times,
Okay. Because you were
and
overwhelmed and you needed that break, or
well,
yeah,
we went on vacation, but I realized that I was already burnt out from just working just for a short time in a big corporation. It
yeah,
gave me, it showed me a different way of life. I had always thought that I was just working all the time, but there was more to life than just working. So I'll go back to Greece a lot because the people are happy there. They're they really they smile and it reaches their eyes.
yeah,
I can have a conversation with them in Greek, and we don't speak the same language, but because of our body language and our smiles, and, we're able to communicate on some level.
yeah. Oh, beautiful. But it is true. Do you know about the
Yeah.
blue zones? There are like
The what?
blue zones.
Blue zones?
Yeah, the blue
No.
zones. It's like there are a couple of zones in all over the world, where people significantly live longer and are happier than the rest of the world. And a part of it is Greece.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Greece and
I know
Italy.
what you mean now.
Yeah, yeah. And I really believe that it has something to do, like you said, with the way of living. Like, I live in a Spanish island, on a Spanish island, and you see a huge difference than from the people from the Netherlands. They are so much more relaxed. Their family and eating is the center of attention, and they always make a joke like
Yes.
mañana, mañana. I don't know if you know that expression, but it means like, no, we'll do it tomorrow, you know? And sometimes it's
Right.
annoying when they have that attitude like, oh, we will do it tomorrow. But it also creates a really relaxed way of life, a really enjoyable way of life. And at
Yeah.
nighttime over here in the park, you see families with each other, you see a group of friends with each other, just having a really good time. And I never saw that in the Netherlands because it's always go, go, go. And, you know, you are an individual and you need to take care of yourself. And we need to make money and I need to work. And it's so rushed all the time and so focused on work. Well,
Yes.
like you said, life is not work. You shouldn't be working to live. It's, well, yeah, well, of course you need money to live, but it shouldn't be the center of your life.
You it should be part of your passion so that way you
Yeah,
enjoy the work that you do. It's scary. Not
yeah,
everyone's willing to go out on their own, but we have many job opportunities available. Being optimistic, you can get a new job that pays more and
yeah,
where
that's
you want
true.
to be.
But people are so stuck with that job because they feel it's a certainty. Like they know what they have, they know what they earn, and it's their little bubble, it's their little safe bubble.
Yeah. They feel it's hard to break out of that bubble, but when you do, you really feel freedom.
Yeah,
And I that's what I help most women feel is more freedom because usually when they I meet these women, they are going through a divorce and they're going through a time in their life where they have to handle their business and handle their families. So that's why they're overwhelmed. Um,
yeah, they have just too much
but
to do in
too
their head.
much to handle. Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I live with them for a little bit to help them through.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so
Yeah, it's
nice.
I think so. My experience is like I can live, I can live for a little bit to help them. manage my family relationships.
Oh, that's so
I find that,
sweet.
yeah,
That's amazing.
because you need that. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh wow. That's incredible. That's so sweet of you to do that. I mean, you could have said like, "Oh yeah, you need to
yeah,
do this or that," but you are really there stepping up and helping them personally.
right.
That's so sweet. Okay, well, is there something else you would like to share with us?
Um,
Like a lesson you've learned in your life or
oh,
tips
what?
you can give?
This holiday, I really have this message I want to share with everyone is take time to have love in your life. When you're overwhelmed, you think that you shouldn't have love in your life, but that actually solves a lot of problems when you have two people to share your problems. Love is about um, coexisting and sharing these things with each other. And it goes again with the trust issue of letting someone else into your life. I think of all the years that I've worked and I've been overwhelmed, one of the things that have saved me are there were times when there was a second person, a partner, to help me through some of the things I struggled with. So, kind of allowing yourself to love. One of the things my coach taught me was to pencil time in for a relationship, making the effort to have time to date and
Yeah.
have time to invest in a relationship. It's almost investing into yourself. So give yourself a chance to love this holiday.
Okay, that's beautiful. Oh, thank you. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful message. If people want to hire you or just want to find you, how can they contact you? How can they find you?
Oh, you can find me very easily. You can email me at journey@bettydang.com because it's a journey for really, if you're ready to take a journey to change the way you think and change the way your life is right now, then we can take a look and have a free assessment conversation about it and see what the next steps could be. I'm also on Facebook, Betty Dang, D as in David, A-N-G, Dang. So you can find me on Facebook as well.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'll leave all the details in the description box so people can easily find you. And I want to thank you for this
Thank you.
amazing talk and for your kind words. And you're such a kind person. I'm so happy that I could talk to you.
Yes, thank you. I really enjoyed talking to you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, okay.